Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about the hype around Gears of War Reloaded, and has it been enough? Has it been good enough for you? Are you still hyped? Has the game died off for you? How are you feeling in your preferred platform? We've got Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and then kind of a hybrid Xbox PC system. For me, genuinely, I am finding less EU lobbies, certainly less EU connections, and there are times where I will be in a game and it won't fill immediately. It will take a little bit of time for a game to fill once somebody's quit. So I sense a slight player drop. I can't prove it, um, but that's how it's feeling, and it got me wondering. As I just Google this right now, I'm going to Google the Steam player count of Gears Reloaded. Got me wondering, how are you feeling about the hype? And it got me wondering, what are they doing for the hype of the game? Because we know we had radio silence from TC, didn't we? Basically during, how do we say this? Like during a period where the game was dying off, they basically had 3 years of no communication. There was some people that called it out, but there was a lot of larger YouTube channels that shilled and just kept churning out content and never called it out. And like I remember making a video many years ago that this game's to earn your trust. Yes, we know, right? Forget balance, forget game, forget all of that stuff. Just think of it as a company. The company kind of screwed you over with the last game. Servers didn't work for like the first 6 months. Then there was about a year of constant change, and I mean constant change. Like, I covered the game and the game was constantly changing with balance and updates, which isn't always a bad thing, but it was not consistent and it was not particularly well done. And so in that regard, it was a little bit hit and miss, wasn't it? You never knew what you were going to get when you signed in. And then they basically realized the whole game flopped and they just ditched it and said nothing, like literally radio silence, complete radio silence, and just expected you to keep playing the game, buying things from the shop. There was nothing. And so I thought, I wonder if Gears Reloaded, it might not be the game that you like. Look, I know there's no horde, I know there's no co-op stuff, but I thought that this would be a showcase of, hey, we're going to earn your trust, let's show you what we can do. So even if there's no amazing new features because it's an old game, I thought they might show you how we're going to improve things community-wise and how we're going to improve communication through this, the channels that they've got and you, the player. And so far, I think it's been awful. Personally, don't know what you think, but take a look at this, right? Let's shrink me down and let's chat. Also, I do want to, just before we begin talking about player retention and all of this stuff, that if you head to YouTube, do consider subscribing and do consider becoming a member of the channel to support. Now, if you go ahead and you click your profile picture and you put your account into restricted mode, this is kind of what YouTube thinks is safe for people to watch. And when you go to my channel, you will see that my last video was uploaded 3 months, 1 year ago. And if I head to my videos, the videos are 5 months, 9 months, 1 year, 1 year, 4 years. So it thinks in 4 years I've made about 10 videos. So when I say that my account is totally shadow banned and you just can't see it, and that's why it doesn't get recommended, and that's why I ask for likes, that's why, because that's just how YouTube is. And so I've really appreciated all of the feedback on the videos, and every comment and like helps, trust me. I'd love to see this get another 1,000 views, let's get this one up to 1,000 with some likes and comments, because I really do like to sit and read your comments. This is a discussion channel, I'm not a gameplay channel per se, and so it's all about the comments because that helps me bring things into the next show type of thing. Now, let's look. Gears Reloaded on PC. Let's take a look at some numbers. I've not seen this before, first time viewing it. We peaked at 4,800 players on launch. 4,800 players played the game. We are now down to, at the time of recording, 300 players. We knew that this game didn't really have the longevity on its hands, but I thought it might be an opportunity for TC to at least try and show us what they could do, because what this is a test for Gears Reloaded. It's a test for crossplay, it's a test for this and that, and it's a test to see if you are still interested in the series. And they should be trying to win you over with communication, all sorts. They're not really doing that, are they? I expected the game to die quick. I really did. But what's more disappointing is not that people aren't playing a hardcore, sweaty multiplayer. It's the communication. Let's take a look. Since the game released in, was it August 27th? This is the communication that we have had from the official Gears of War account. Let's go Coalition first. August 22, September. We really care about your mental health unless you're GGZII, and we can just let everybody give you death threats. And then again, suicide prevention. And then we move into the modern day, again, suicide prevention. And then we get a trailer for E-Day. So years of silence, and then just a trailer, hey, come and buy our things. And then immediately followed up by come and buy some merch. And then again on September the next year, come and buy our merch. No communication about the game, no clips, no thank you for putting up with us. We're going to earn your trust. We know it's been rough with Gears 5. No, we're going to give out some free copies to the community. They're not dropping in Twitch streams, dropping subs like some big accounts do for some games. No love shown to anyone, really. And I'll be honest, I've seen people get review copies that have literally about 15 followers, and they got the game early because, well, you know they're going to get a nice review and it's going to be an easy shill. So there's nothing really been said there, has there? There's not really any communication there. Let's go to the official page. Welcome back. Gears is reloading. It's available now. They reposted some things from the Gears community. Their first actual post was, ending the console war one grub at a time. Thank you for 1 million players. I'm going to be honest with you. 1 million players, as in people that downloaded the game and like opened it, it's not that big these days. Then we've got some Spotify playlists, which I think is just some, I don't know. I feel like it's like corporate trying to understand like things that go viral, but not really understanding. And then some retweets that matchmaking was down. A balance patch. Please buy our hoodies for suicide prevention, and that's it. Now, what's missing here? How about we saw this awesome video on YouTube, we want to share this? No. They don't want to uplift anybody. How about a post? Great news. Great to see Nick Merckx, the former MLG Pro, back playing Gears where he belongs. Take a look at his most recent YouTube video. Now you might think, oh, this is all just like ask it. Yeah, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You need to be bringing in the players into the game. You need to be uplifting people, sharing things. How about, wow, what an amazing couple of headshots from this PlayStation player. It's great to see PlayStation enjoying the game. There's just nothing. There's nothing. They're not even trying. They're not even trying, bro. They've got an account with 400,000 followers, a humongous audience, PlayStation, Xbox. They're not even trying. Genuinely, they're not trying. And they're just basically saying, yo, come and play this game for a little bit. We're not going to put any effort in. But then just come and also buy E-Day, because we swear E-Day will be better. Trust us. Why? Have they shown us anything? Have they built the community? Have they thanked anybody? Have they shared anything? No. There's nothing. I find it staggering that I've seen some high-level people playing this game, not seen any posts about it, not seen nothing, not seen any hype, not seen them in the Twitch channel saying, hey, see you're enjoying the game, how you feeling about it? Nothing. No community work, nothing. I don't know who they're paying, but they're not doing a good job. Let's go to the Gears community page. Steam's crashing. Steam's crashing. Steam's crashing. Matchmaking doesn't work. Matchmaking doesn't work. Matchmaking doesn't work. 3rd of September, yeah, we fixed it and we updated the game. Oh, and by the way, XP isn't being on September. So are you telling me that since September the 5th, across all accounts, there has not been a single piece of anything communicated? So you're saying we've got, quote, 1 million players playing Gears Reloaded. We've had radio silence for 3 years. And the only thing they can communicate is that the servers were busted and we kind of broke it. Thank you for your patience. They haven't even, riddle me this one, they haven't even updated it to say they've fixed it. So you might be new to the game somehow and stumble across this page and go, the team is aware that players are experiencing issues tracking achievements and earning XP. Oh, it's not been fixed yet. I'm not going to play. I'm waiting for a fix. It might seem like I'm nitpicking, but you know, the golden standard for development is Path of Exile, in my opinion. The way it involves the community, they're on podcasts, they have developers, they have people that used to play the game, work on the game. Like, it's a crazy, crazy game. Somebody told me that Path of Exile is a horrific game and it's miles worse than Gears, and he has no idea why I post and play that shit. Path of Exile is literally one of the greatest games ever created with one of the greatest dev teams of all time. Look at this. I mean, look at the way they work, right? We've got pinned. We've got new bosses, new storyline, new trading. Come and have a look at our website with all this new shit available. Come and look at all this new stuff available for free. Look, scrolling. Then we have retweeting the game show. Look, we're going to be showcasing this boss event. Come and check it out. Get involved. Then we've got, hey, listen to this amazing soundtrack that was made. Go and follow him. Go and listen to his music. Hey, we've noticed people playing certain builds. We're going to do a build showcase and run you through how the build works, and maybe you, the community, want to play it. Hey, there's a sale on at the moment in our shop if you want some stash tabs. We're currently deploying this patch. Here's what we're working on. Here's also what we're working on. Here's something that's new available in the shop. Last weekend, community streamers, and they're tagging them, participated in an event. Check it out here, right? They're involved. September 4th, they're just constantly involved, sharing media, getting people involved, getting people excited. And that's just one of the accounts. They're incredibly active on Reddit and YouTube and Twitch in general. And then they're like, we just got Gears of War doing this. I play the game because I like the game, right? And so it seems like, you're just witch hunting on TC. No, I just think it's just not good. If it was good, I'd tell you it was good. There are elements of this game that I think are fantastic and people cry about just because they suck. There are good points and bad points. But one thing we can all agree on is this, lack of noise per se, this lack of hype is just, it just feels very closed. That's what it feels like. I've not clicked this, so this is first time clicking this, head into the website. What's on the website. Got some pictures of Baird and Dom and the squad. Got the game on Game Pass. Some old games talking about it. Get it now, Gears of War 2. What's that? Available now, join Game Pass. So, there's not much going on there, really, is there? News? Anything on news? Last piece of news, guys. There's been no Gears of War news for 3 years, and once again, it's suicide prevention. Think about it, man. The Gears of War news page hasn't been touched in 3 years. How about some news of, we've just released a brand new game and it's got PlayStation players on it? People might say, oh, nobody reads this shit. You know why nobody reads it? Because there's nothing to read. If this was constantly active with stuff, you might read it. Anyway, I just think it's wild that we're at this point and we're like a couple weeks in that I'm not finding servers and players. I like the game. All right, there's a lot of elements of it that are really old-fashioned and clunky, and I understand how it works. And to some people, it's just mind-bending. I've listened to them. We played a game last night, me and my friend, and there were these two guys in the lobby. They were level 80 PlayStation players, so they'd played a bit. They had no clue. They had no clue about any mechanics, about how anything worked. They were absolutely useless, and I've got the clip, so I'm not making it up. You can ask my mate. They were in there getting shotgunned, saying, I'm going back to Call of Duty. This makes no sense. and they're just shotgunning across the map. There's nothing here of like a welcome. Like they could have, think about like we're talking bare minimum. They could have got somebody from the studio to literally make a basic guide of like how to get into multiplayer. Just a basic guide. Yo, you want to be careful. Don't use your shotgun from too far away. It's not like that. Get up close. If you're in trouble, melee. Move from cover to cover. Just really, really basic PR piece, you know, like corporate. If you want to be corporate, it don't even have to be fancy or like a pro doing it. Just basic knowledge of how to get into the game. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. They you know, what I'm trying to get across is, for me, I just play the game at face value, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm talking for you. I'm talking on behalf of you, because some of you would like to make YouTube videos but maybe don't want to, or some of you just prefer to interact with them rather than make them. Some of you maybe, I don't know, don't have the confidence to make a YouTube video because you get a lot of stick. I get that. And some of you would just prefer somebody else to voice their opinion, and you know, so I'm doing it for you guys, and I'm saying they have not done enough to earn your trust. They abandoned the game 3 years ago, and they've already abandoned this one. They're not even saying like, hey, stick around because next week there's going to be an event where it's Snipe Boom Shots playlist, or there's just nothing. 12 days they haven't spoke for, you know, the official account tweeting some meme on September. And basically the last official thing they actually said was September the 3rd, 14 days ago. 2 weeks. So they haven't had a thought in their mind for 2 weeks. They feel like they just don't need to anymore. They probably just shipped it out and then were like, right, crack on with E-Day and go silent on that as well. I find it baffling that you've got people like, you know, Nick Merckx and that lot coming back to the game, and they can't even put a little hype video out and say, yo, thanks for coming back to the game. Great to see you having some moments with the lads. Anything. Hey, the community have been hosting a little tournament. It's nice to see. Good to see you all back enjoying some classic act. There's nothing. So yeah, just thought I'd post that video. Appreciate all of the support on my recent videos. And I am enjoying holding this microphone. So I'm going to keep doing it. Let me know, do you prefer me holding the microphone or prefer the mic stand? Because I quite like holding the microphone. It makes me feel like I'm talking, you know.